Hi everyone, it's been such a long time since I've been on here and done a flip through, so I've just recently finished this journal, so I thought I would pop on and quickly flip through it for you. This has got a cute little penguin charm that my mom made for me, and the cover was made by myself, or I usually make all of my covers. This one was a technique that I learned at a show that I went to, and it's called Shiseiko. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but it's an old Japanese sort of art form where they sew all of these pieces of fabric together with these long running stitches, and it was so much fun to make. So yeah, that's the cover. I make all the internal journals myself. They're watercolor journals, all just bound together, and I tend to do it differently each time for my own journal. This time I did a canvas spine, then attach the covers on, and then they've got plastic over the top to protect them. This is Jane Davenport paper, and so is this in the background, and my own artwork. This also has just some ribbon kind of pleated onto there as well, and sewn on. This is from March to June this year. So I'll just, a quick flip is a good flip, right? So I'll try not to take too much time. So I'll just point out a couple of things as I go along. A handmade flower here. This is a watercolor, playing with watercolors. This is a Jane Davenport rub-on, and then finishing it off myself. And memory keeping, all my photos and journaling. This one flips up here. This was our wedding anniversary, and I cut the card in half and then kind of attached the inside to the back so that I could just tip it in. And then I cut that out from the envelope that he wrote on the front for the one who holds my heart. And so I kind of incorporated both the card and the envelope on there. He's cute, eh? He is cute. Sweet. More just drawing, journaling. This was really fun. Do you remember the old photo albums that used to have, that had this crinkly paper in between them? So I cut up a photo album and then put one of these rub-ons on it, which I think turned out really well. And this is tissue paper spots to tie in with this page here. And this is just drawing paper that I've put in here, and this is an Ivy Newport class called Pencil to Paper. So I'm practicing that. It's fantastic class. Sit there, and then a little acetate pocket with some bits and pieces in there from the week. Here I've been trying to include older photos. You know, Facebook's got that thing where it'll pop up a memory from so many years ago. I just adore it. It just makes my heart swell, all these memories from such a long time ago. So I've kind of been printing them out and just writing about them. Tip in just from a basketball game. My kids are really into basketball, so we got to see Scotland versus our home team, which was so much fun. This is Easter, so all my nieces and nephews and kids, and chocolate wrappers and photos and memories. Bit of vellum on the inside. It's just a little tassel bookmark in there. This one flips up this way. Bit of wool. I adore wool. I love sewing wool. I love the texture of it. New watercolors, swatching them. Out there for fun. Little sewing experiment, I guess you'd call it. I don't know. A bit of a denim tag, just a piece of denim with a rub-on on it. All swatching, my crazy sisters. This is packaging from Jane Davenport rub-ons, which I didn't want to get rid of. And an origami heart that my mum made there. More photos tipped in, more wool. This was really fun. This was stamps onto watercolor paper. Then I coloured them in with watercolors so they come out. So this was just, I just Googled a mason jar. So I cut it out, and then that's a vellum layer over the top, which I sewed on so that they could all tuck in. Little pamphlet. for Anzac Day. This is James Burke free printable that he put out a little while ago. A whole page of mermaids. Oh, just adorable. I've been trying to use them everywhere. A gift that my sister bought me unexpectedly, so I cut that out from the packaging that she wrote on. This beautiful collage-y sheet here is by Robin Marie Smith. It was a printable from her website. Oh, my babies. School photo time. Mother's Day, so 2 pockets with all the Mother's Day cards in there from them. This was what we did on Mother's Day, all the journaling and the memories. Another past memory here. And then my husband and I went to Sydney for just the weekend, bit of kid-free time, and we had such a great time. So this is the leaf from I picked up at the park when we went for a big walk through the botanical gardens. So I just popped that in plastic, sewed around it and stuck it in. The bag from some chocolates that my husband bought me while we were there. Spice Alley, oh my god, just amazing food. We love to eat when we go out, go anywhere. We really enjoy food. So again, that was from a really cute little place that we went to. They had the most amazing custard tarts like ever. Like, I'm not a custard tart lover, but I would almost give my left kidney for another one of those. More journaling. Same old art and journaling. This is Courtney Little Raven ink. I adore her to bits, and I saw her do one of her gorgeous monsters on a paper aeroplane and had to have a go myself. More journaling. This is a class that I taught for my journal girls. This is an awesome stamp by Dina Wakely, her Frida stamp set, which I love. And then opens up, and you can write lots of different stuff in there. More flip ups and flip outs. I got a parcel from Mindy Lacefield, who I loved pieces as well, and this was in it, so I popped that in my journal. Some new Sennelier oil pastels, so I swatched them out. Pop that in there. More swatching. This is actually fabric that I stuck on with some matte medium. That turned out really cool. It feels really, I'm all about the feels. I like that. It feels cool. More swatching. Our local supermarkets have gone plastic bag free, so I popped that in there as a bit of a memory. More food. This was I don't know whether I can show full nudie things on here, can I? Some life drawing, of my first ever life drawing class that I went to, which was just so amazingly spectacular. It was just beyond words. It was so good. So I'm not sure about that. Sorry if that's offensive. And then journaling about it on vellum. This is my little boy's artwork, which I had to put in there. Then a bit more journaling, and this is my niece, my 4-year-old niece, paints for me sometimes, which I love. There's her handprint, isn't that just the cutest? More journaling, and that's it. That's the last page. This is just another pocket in there with some other bits and pieces, some art by my daughter. And that, my friends, is it. Another art journal flip. Thank you so much for flipping with me. Okay, see you guys.